Alas, it is me, again, just a girl and her fucking mic talking to her phone because I don't have a therapist. So let's dive into this. Today's Mother's Day, and I am so blessed to be able to be called a mother. I am so happy and excited for my life and everything that's to come. Okay, I am turning 30 next week. I'm turning fucking 30 years old, and that's crazy. I honestly didn't think I would live this long, but here we are. I have so many amazing things to look forward to, but in order for me to be happy, there's a lot of things I'm working through right now. Entering your 30s is a completely different era of your life. Your 20s is figuring shit out, figuring out what career you want to do, who you want to be, like everything. It is stepping into adulthood for the first time. It is learning so many new things, experiencing so many new things. Everybody's 20s look fucking different, okay? I feel like when people think of their 20s, it is going to college, moving to a new city, falling in love for the first time, like nights out, and like, dating people that you shouldn't, or like so many things. And I did experience some of that. I experienced a lot. I think the biggest shift in my life was definitely experiencing motherhood. Experiencing motherhood in your 20s is fucking crazy because not many people around you are actually doing it. People now are in their late 20s, early 30s are just now having a kid. Bitch, I got pregnant at 24. Who did I think I was? Who the fuck did I think I was thinking that I was mentally ready to have a kid? Granted, I am on my shit, okay? I run a tight ship. I know what I'm doing now sometimes. But I think that my experience in my 20s was a lot different from anyone else that I know. I guess I was conditioned to think that having a kid by like 25 was like normal. Like my mom had a kid at 21. A lot of people I know had kids. I have people in my family who had kids at 16. Like that's crazy. No judgment though. But yeah, so I think my 20s were definitely a different experience compared to the people that I know. But I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. I think now that I'm turning 30, my frontal lobe is developed, I am making the conscious decision to choose better. Literally, the term that I've been using is older, wiser, and hotter. Because tell me why, now that my frontal lobe is developed, I make better decisions. I actually take care of my body. I'm not self sabotaging anymore. I'm trying to let go. That's the word I'm using for my 30s, is letting go. I have had such a crazy life experience, and I decided that I really wanted to do something different for myself. I moved out at 22, and not just moved out, I moved across the country with my boyfriend, who I was only dating for 6 months at that time, to start a completely new life and something different and to get away from everything I've ever known. I was 22 years old. Still with the same man, still live in the same city, and I'm glad that I made the decisions that I did. In order for me to step into the woman that I feel like I'm meant to be, is I have to let go of the person that I once was. The person that I once was insecure, avoidant, had a traumatic past, I would say, traumatic past. But I had to unlearn a lot of my negative habits. I had to unlearn the mindset that I was conditioned and raised to think. I had to let go of the idea of what I was meant to do or the person that I thought I could have been. I always felt like I didn't have certain experiences that other people did. But I've also had to remind myself that I'm not those people. And my life looks completely different from theirs. That my starting point was different from anyone else's starting point. And the choices that I've made have led me to where I am today. And honestly, where I am today is fucking beautiful. Beautiful outside and beautiful inside. Okay, don't get it twisted. Every choice and decision that I have made throughout my 20s, some good, some bad, has led me to exactly this point. And in order for me to now cross this border into my 30s and to be the person that I'm meant to be, I need to let go. I need to let go of things that have hurt me, negative thoughts, bad coping mechanisms, thought patterns, and all these kind of things. I have to let go of the people who held me back, the people who made me think these things, and step into a new and evolved version of myself. Someone who now makes better decisions, who wants to take care of their health, who wants to take care of their family, who doesn't let the thoughts of others tear them down. And I think that is a beautiful journey to go on. But in letting go of the past, I am mourning. I'm currently mourning my past self. I am mourning the girl that I used to be. I am mourning the thoughts I had for the future of like that timeline. I am letting go of my hometown, my old friendships, the ones that have, the things that have scarred me. I am letting a lot of things go. And it's crazy to think that, like, just as I'm finally making decisions to do better, to move different, I've had things pop back up in my life. And old me would have been reactive. Old me would have been so quick to be like, I'm done. Old me would have been so avoidant. Old me wouldn't have the conversations that need to be had. But the me now realizes that that doesn't solve anything. The new me realizes that in order for things to be better, you have to go through the tough times. You have to have the hard conversations. You have to make better decisions. You have to choose better. And I think that all started when I had my daughter. When I had my daughter, I realized that the world is a scary place, especially as a woman. I have been through my own fair share of crazy occurrences, situations that I probably shouldn't have been in, people that I shouldn't have gotten involved with. Like, I realize that at least I made it out. What if my daughter doesn't? I don't want her to ever be in situations where she picks the wrong person, or her life is in danger, or people belittle her, or people make her think that she's not worthy. Granted, I can't control everything. I knew that I will protect this tiny little girl for the rest of my life. Part of me feels like it's grown me protecting little me, and maybe that's projection, but I've seen what the world can do to people, and I'm definitely saving her from that. I actively choose better. Don't want to put generational traumas onto her just because, I suffered. I don't want her to suffer. And in doing so, I set so many boundaries that I never knew I had. I didn't want to fall into the toxic Filipino mindset, or like the culture of shit talking other people, calling people fat, like body shaming, just a lot of shame. There's a lot of shame that I feel like I grew up around, and I didn't want that onto my child. I set a lot of boundaries. And in setting those boundaries, I realized there were people who couldn't show up for me in the ways that I needed. And one of them was my mother. Like, that is crazy. Like, I envisioned having this life with like 3 generations of women, my mother, me, and my daughter. And I had to adjust to the fact that that wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to have this picture perfect life that I always envisioned. But I have something better. I have something better. I have a life where I don't feel that shame anymore. I have a life where my daughter is surrounded by nothing but amazing people. Every single person loves her so deeply. There is no one in our circle at all who preys on her downfall, who preys on my downfall, who talks shit about my relationship or anything. Like, I have nobody who does anything like that, and that is beautiful. I created that. I made sure to pick a good fucking partner, not only for me, but who's going to be a good fucking father for my child. That's step one. Okay, that's crazy. I found somebody who is so loyal and loving and will kiss the ground I walk on, who loves not only me but our child and our family so fucking much. And that's already a step better than like my family ever did. My mom did not pick the right partner, okay? Love you, dad, but like, I've created such a beautiful life, and I want to continue growing that. And in order for me to be the person I'm meant to be, I need to let go of the version of me that wasn't good. I need to let go of her. I'm grateful for her and for everything that she has gone through. I'm grateful for the journey that we've been on, but she no longer serves me. She was someone who was in survival mode, who was figuring out life on top of figuring out how to be a mom without having good examples in her life. She was young and naive and was taken advantage of and been put through the ringer time and time again. But me now, I hold myself to such a high fucking standard. I put love and thought into my actions, into my relationships, into the way that I move throughout the world, to the way that I speak about myself. I've been feeling really down because I am mourning that version of me while also mourning the death of my mother. That was another thing, okay? My mother's 1 year death anniversary just came up. All of April. All of April, I was not okay. I was not okay. But I knew that I couldn't avoid the feeling. It was my first time ever feeling grief in my life. And it was hard. It was hard. But I knew that I had to actively make the right choices of reaching out to people for help or talking about my emotions. I needed to make sure that I was very vocal about how I felt so that I wasn't alone. I knew that I had to still stay on my routine so that I didn't fall off, because I literally cannot afford to fall off. But I still also allowed myself to cry. I allowed myself the complete space to just cry and let it all out. And now I can come back better and stronger and make all these amazing decisions. I've had so many things happen to me recently that has just reminded me over and over again that, like, you are on the right path. You are on the right fucking path because you fucking curated your life to be this way. You are making every decision you've made up until now has been to get you here, and here is fucking beautiful. You have manifested this shit for years to have a beautiful life, a beautiful family, a beautiful safe home, an amazing career. I am making such crazy fucking business moves this year. I have so much to be grateful for, and I think in this process of moving into this next phase is just a lot of mourning. It's a lot. It is a big shift. I am slowly letting go of the person that I used to be in order to make room for the woman that I'm meant to be. During this thought process, one of the things I've been doing is slowly getting rid of my clothing. The past few years, like, as a mom, like, I don't buy myself a lot of stuff. I really don't. A lot of my money goes towards business, bills, like, I don't really buy myself a lot of stuff. Oh, in turn, that means my closet feels very me in my 20s. Like, why do I not own a proper size t-shirt besides sleeping clothes? Everything is cropped. So in the process of getting rid of my clothes, I feel like I'm slowly letting go of, little pieces of me, clothing that has made me feel safe. But I realized that in my 20s, I was hiding myself. I was hiding in baggy shirts. I was hiding in clothes that, like, didn't feel right. And now that I'm in the gym, working on my fitness, a lot of my clothes don't fit. So they don't fit, don't suit who I am now. A lot of them are stained or ruined. Like, I'm slowly getting rid of things. But that also means now I need more clothes. But now it's the process of, what does Azel in her 30s look like? What is she dressed like? What vibe is she trying to give? Like, what are we doing here? And so one of the pieces of clothing that I recently had to get rid of was, like, this hoodie. This hoodie that I've hid my body in because I felt so, like, little. Like, I wanted people to not see me. But now that I'm, again, feeling more comfortable within my skin, feeling comfortable within my body, in my health, like, this sweater doesn't fucking fit me. It's way too big. It's covered in fucking stains and gel polish. Like, I need to get rid of it. Why am I holding on to it? Why am I holding on to things that don't fucking serve me anymore? And that sweater represents everything that's going on right now. And I think it's so overwhelming, but it's beautiful. And, like, so, like, I feel so transformative right now. As much as it's overwhelming, like, if my goal in life was to eat, I can't complain about how much is on my plate. I am trying to truly live my best life, make all the good choices, figure out who I am, figure out what A's in her 30s looks like. I have no idea. What she looks like. But if it's anything to how I'm feeling right now, like, these next 10 years of my life are gonna be so crazy, and I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. To go into it with a strong relationship, a safe home, a beautiful family, amazing friends, amazing clients, a career that I love in a city that is so beautiful. I am so happy and I'm so thankful for little 22-year-old A's who decided to choose something for herself and make that decision. And even though you didn't know what it was going to look like, you still made it, and I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You fucking did this. You did this, and we're off to an amazing start. Our adult years are going to be amazing. You don't have to hurt anymore. And I'm so proud of us. I'm going to be documenting a lot throughout my 30s. I feel like I didn't document enough in my 20s. All I documented was drinking and like bad decisions and like stupid memories. Honestly, stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. But I'm here. I'm here trying to be vulnerable and to showcase my life and to talk more, to express how I feel, because my emotions matter. I matter. My life matters. And I want to remember this next journey. And I hope you guys want to come along too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And thank you to old me for getting me here. Bye.